Hey, let's just turn this down a bit. Here we go. So, I'll do an evening stream for a change. If you're just joining in, welcome. Yes, there's a big bright light on my face, which is shining on my board. So, I thought I would have a crack at an evening stream, and I'm debating whether to throw my headphones on and listen to some music or not. We'll see. So it might depend on anyone joins the chat or not. Over here. We go. Okay, so I'm still working on my dances in the dark, and I'm actually painting in the dark. It's nighttime. It's really dark outside. And going to, if I can work out if face. This is her neck coming down here. So bump in a muscle. Gonna have some sweeping. Or something like that. Oh, hi, Donna. And there's Bex. How fantastic. Let me give you a wave. It's lovely to have you both on. So, Bex, have you met Donna before? So I thought I'd try a night stream, Donna. Just come in for a walk with Helen. And it was freezing outside. Absolutely freezing. And for Bex, welcome to this stream. I'll just hit my record on here. Let's record it. I'm trying to, I haven't done a time-lapse video for some time. And decided I'd better get some other videos apart from just lives set up on my channel. And if I record them, I'm recording this live stream anyway. But if I record the separately on my monitor, on my camera rather, then I can use that for the time lapse. Freezing. Bit cold, is it, Donna? I had a nice stream earlier this morning. Got chunk of her arm done. Quite happy with how this is shaping up. There's still quite a lot of blocking in to do. So, kind of where I am today. Phthalo extra green. Dark. It is permanent green. Extra dark. Well, let's try the phthalo. Thing with the pan pastels is they look a lot darker in the pans than they are in real life. But I've decided a lot of her shadows are going to be in this green tones. Greens and blues. So how's the lilies? X. Helen and I want to come up and see you guys. It's been a bit orcs, and Helen's going in for an op tomorrow. The day one. They're slicing bits out of her, which is never good. So she's got to have her feet up for a week. So I guess we won't be traveling for a while. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Cindy. Here you go. Oh, coughing like there's no tomorrow, Donna. That's no good. In fact, that's awful. And I can understand. It has been really cold. Cold for us anyway. It's relatively cold. I mean, it's... if you're in the Antarctic, then that's a positively summer. But we're not in the Antarctic, so... cold. Yes. Wow. Really walking. Soon she'll be getting nail polish and painting the cars like her big sister. It'll be fantastic. I just thought, like paired. Hey, flowers, Cindy. Fantastic. So my black paper, this is pastel matte paper, and I've painted it an underpainting of a black gouache. I had it floating around here the other day, and see if I can, let's just see where the camera is. So this is the black gouache. It's called Black Lake, and you use it, you can use it with water paint. And I use it, you water it down anyway, and you paint it on, and it's quite opaque. 1 second. And the reason I use that is because I'm looking for a dark, I'm really looking for the darkest that I can get, and the paper was a blue. Well, I could have used that. I can just, I try tuning that light, but it's just a bit too bright. We bounce it off the ceiling. Maybe wind it up a bit. There we go. Something like that. Let's get a bit more reflected light. Where was I? Actually, now I can't see. Sorry. Just turn that down a bit. I know there's a like a hot spot right here, and but I don't know how things are going to turn out until I try painting at a different time of day. So the black pad. Okay, so what's happening with your painting, Bex, is you have to have a paper that pastel can grip to, and a lot of artists use a special type of sandpaper. It's I think 400 grit, so it's fine, but it really rips through your pastels, but they hang on for dear life. What I'm using is pan pastel, which is 10 times finer than normal pastel. So my normal pastel stick is 10 times coarser, I suppose, than this. So because I've got a very fine pigment, I'm effectively just painting with pigment, with a very fine binder holding it together. And normally all pastels have got a chalk dust with it, and then they have a gum that sort of holds the whole lot together, and the gum just falls apart when you're painting, so it doesn't stick to the painting. Let's just go back. So what you've probably got with your the fact that you're getting it not sticking is you might be using something more like this sort of thing, and it's just these are just cheap pastel sticks. And there's nothing wrong with having cheap pastel, that's what you learn with, but it means you need a grippy surface. And there's you want to go into, there's an art shop in where you are in Palmerston, and ask for some Mitonte's paper. You'll need actual pastel paper, and it's got a texture, and the pastel will stick to that texture. But you'll soon find that unlike coloured pencils where you can just keep throwing layers and layers on a normal piece of paper, with pastel, once the tooth of the paper is full, that's it. And what pastelists normally do is they spray it with a fixative, which locks the pastel onto the paper, and then they can do more layers on top. So I'm afraid you've just got to get the right paper for doing your pastel paintings. But I'm super excited. Excuse me. I'm super excited that you're doing some pastel work. That's fantastic. A bit of. I'm sort of building up these sort of primary colours, and some of them are quite bold to begin with. And as I put more lights on top, they will fade away. But they'll be in the background, so they'll come through in the layer. And then I'll go pretty bold towards the end of the painting, because I quite like having more colour. I like having more colour than less colour. Cindy, I can't wait. It's 3 a.m. What are you doing up? I thought it was late for you, Cindy. It's probably been maxing out on LinkedIn. It's definitely time to crash. But thank you so much for joining the stream. It was just lovely to have you pop in. So Cindy and I were connected on LinkedIn, where we often send each other silly gifts. But I haven't been hanging around LinkedIn much lately because the algorithm's so awful there. Don't get any visibility anymore. And everyone's writing stupid AI posts, or letting AI write the posts for them. Drives me mad. I don't want to talk to robots, I want to talk with people. Yes, you're talking to Donna. Yeah. Yes, you were. But I'm talking to you too. So there you go. Nice that Cindy's a great networker. Really nice, friendly people. Shame really, LinkedIn didn't turn out or went bad. Such a friendly social media platform for quite some time. But it went weird. So I need to just knock back, find my rubber. A bit more fill this out. So, get that dip muscle. Let's use my kneadable eraser to just try and put back a bit. So the arm sort of goes and there's a bit of a dip. Can't tell probably because it's too small, but I can tell. And need to fix that. I hope the coughing has stopped anyway, Donna. I don't want you keeping us up. You're coughing tonight, please. We'll hear it from where we live. So I'm getting the portion right on here. I haven't worked out what that muscle is. Talking to someone earlier today about my need to learn a bit more anatomy. Does, but only when I'm snug as bug in a rug. Heat pump on. Oh, that heat pump must be. That heat must be just such a life changer for you. Helen and I are thinking about getting one. Once we've seen yours going, like, well, that seems like a pretty good thing. Try that. Really want pink on your skin. I'm going to yellow. Fix that. Really know I'd done it. So I'm just trying to block in the colors of her muscles and just find the shapes. We're just looking to find the shapes of everything and follow the body. So every mark that goes down needs to sort of be following the line of how the skin's moving. All hazy there, so that's good. just know that what I'm going to end up putting in there is turquoise. Once I locked in. Do a little bit of blending. So what's if you're still there, Bex, what's Damon up to? Will I just put that straight down? It's coming to a decision. I want more. This is an ochre I'm dropping in. I like the ochres because they end up going sort of a bit greeny towards the end. I don't want to fill it up. But getting ready to blend. So if I show you the how do you choose your colours? Oh, and oh, violet. It's just a wee special person. How do I choose my colours? So episode 1 of the series, I spent the first half hour picking out the palette, and that's kind of your answer. I worked out, what colours I wanted for her. So let me bring up the source photo. You're trying to, I bet. Let me just bring up the reference photo. So if you can see that, yes, with my fingers pointing, her skin, I'm seeing a lot of greens, and well, I'm dropping in yellow at the moment. From what you see on here, you'll actually see a lot of greens thrown into the picture. And I've learnt that as I'm doing the painting, those different colors are going to show through depending on how I do my marks. So I've got like this line of red coming down here. Well, that's not going to stay there. That'll get blended in. And I was working down here where we've got a lot of blues and greens. There's a lot of orange in her skin. That's what I saw. Heat. And it could be the studio lights that are on her, whereas he's much redder. And we'll just imagine she said something to him that's made him blush. What we'll do. Back up. And so the colours, and now I need to see my reference photo. So the colours sort of, you can have any colour you want. Like you can do the person in, you can do a person in blues, and Picasso went through that, call it his blue period. I like to paint colours that I see. So if I see a red, well, that red is gonna red's going to go in. Quite a bright spot right there. Let's put, and marker for that. Oh. So I did it previously. I'd done an Asian couple, and had a lot of primary color in their skin. So reds and greens, blues, really strong. And for me, that the color, I'm not trying to do a photo. I say that all the time, but I mean it. I'm not trying to. It's a really nice photo. Pre-illumination Seth did a fantastic photo of this couple. Trying to replicate his work. I'm trying to build on it and get my own vision. The energy of the couple dancing. And when it comes to the energy of the couple dancing, I've got to sort of tell that story through the use of color. So what happens? So you, I think it's very important to, when you start off, you're very cautious, and you're like, oh, what if that doesn't work? And you're quite hard on yourself and a bit scared to put color down, and oh, that doesn't look very real. And then when you get into the joy of painting, like, oh, who cares? I like it. So, for instance, sitting right in here is a very sort of greeny patch, and it could be the lights. It could be the lights happening on the pulling on shining on here, and might have been some reflection, because a lot of what we see is reflected light. And I'm like, oh, that's what I see, I'm going to paint it. And so my last painting was of Helen on a rock, and it was turquoise for Africa, turquoise everywhere, and I was very happy with it. That answers it. X. And if you're looking to, there's a often I'll do a schedule a stream. The streams are on Mondays, NZST time of 10 a.m. And if you see it on, there's a notification, or you can select notify me. So I suppose that Donna must have that, because it was like bang, straight into the stream. I was like, wow. Quite nice. Nice to have the studio open and someone comes in and chats to you. Otherwise, I just put my headphones on and paint away. That'll make a fine recording. I'll do a commentary afterwards. It's probably a bit boring for anyone who pops into the stream. I'm just leaving a bit for her necklace. and I continue to bang away. Yeah, squinting. Well, I squint all the time, so does that count? Squinting is good. Want a bit more light in there. Which one? I think we'll go with orange. That want. In that. I want to lose my. Sorry, just thinking about what I'm doing. Trying to keep on top of curvature of her muscle. One of the reasons I love doing people who are dancing, see the can be quite athletic. Like I love doing those ballerinas a while back. Just so athletic. See the skin in quite different sort of got this. Smoother. Knocking it back, it will I'll end up putting more colours back in there, but I'm just sort of a bit of shaping. Map out going. There, it's got quite a bit of light on it. Now I do have a, what do we got here? Which one is this? Burnt sienna. No, we will not be using burnt sienna. What I want is a red oxide tint. If I use that permanent red, extra dark. Where are you? Right. There we go. It looks quite pink. I'll just give it a go. What you have to do is knock back, blend in a bit these reds and tame them a bit. losing only a little bit. So may end up, I'll give this a clean. So with the pan pastels, with the applicator, the cleaning method is just use a paper towel. Just gently. Don't rub too hard, otherwise you'll destroy the little foam. You need to go gently. And then, although it looks filthy like Damon after he's been working on his car. Oh, I heard your car broke down, Bex. What is going on there? I'm going to use the permanent green tint and just see if I can get a bit more. This is often a problem for me. I'll start putting on these greens and then I'll regret it because they're quite cold. Just put a little bit on. I think I've already changed my mind and I'll go with turquoise because I love turquoise. Make sure it is turquoise. And the turquoise I often use for white. Stick with orange for now. Bring those colours in. Need to blend this shoulder marks. Side swipe. When you're painting with pan pastels, it can be a lot like using palette knives. And I love palette knife paintings. I think they're fantastic. There we go. It swings around. Load that up again. We're in here. Around. Over here. But now we're getting there. Got a stretch of skin. And comes these different stretching things going on. Did I enjoy the light show? Yes, I did. And I wish we had taken you, Donna, because we had a spare ticket. As it turned out, we invited Cheryl and Peter, brother-in-law. And unfortunately, he couldn't make it. Wasn't feeling well. But we didn't know that until we'd gotten down to Ororua, so it wasn't like we could come back and get you. And it would have killed you too, sorry. It was cold. It was cold and nasty, but the light show was... according to my daughter, she'd already been and seen it. I must be doing a world tour or something. It was just great. Really inspiring. This tea's cold, yucky. Which probably means, yes, I'm 40 minutes in, at least, into this. Died. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, X. You just need a nice something that's gonna stay running for you. Bounce some of that light down her arm. I'm feeling in a bouncy frame. So I am going to put right here my turquoise. As my brightest white. Going to come here, and I now do need a softer light. We will go with the green. Here. And there. I think I'm at my limit. For this session, I just wanted to try out a I've got lots to do on this, so I'm only sort of like 2.5 hours into the painting. It's going to be a good 12 to 14 hours to finish it, I suspect. Every painting I do is a new challenge. So this one's no different. Yeah. So but I'm starting to see the shape. So when I walk into the room, I'm going, okay, yep, it's making sense. So in my next sort of stream, which will probably happen during the week because I've got to stay home with Helen, I'm going to be working on his hands, and I'm going to do some of her dress. Try and finish blocking in her musculature, and get a necklace done. And then I've got to think about his space, which is in quite dark shadow. And this is it's gonna be greens coming down here. It needs quite a V down to his lips, which I think are going to be some violet colour. Here we go. We'll have violet on his lips. You heard it on the stream, X. Yes. Thank you so much for joining. And thank you both. Lovely to have your company. Really enjoyed it. We'll have a good night, and we'll see you again.